guys, as you can see, it's Friday afternoon, 3:45. I'm custom round baling corn stalks. I did get the 444 corn head on the combine. Got it all greased and oiled, ready to rock and roll. And just found out that the big facility that takes most of the grain around here is shutting down at 5 o'clock. And we'll be shutting down at 5 o'clock for a while because apparently they are full. Apparently their pad that they normally put the overflow of corn on has 500,000 bushel of beans on it right now. And the yields were so good this year. So they're doing less hours where they're receiving, so I don't know when I'm going to get to do my custom combining that 401 corn, so but get the bale corn stalks instead. So in this job here, my V spreader that I have, if any of you remember that from this spring, it come from these guys, and I'm kind of working that spreader off. I don't know. I fixed their big V spreader, and I still owe them money, so I'm baling, and I do this field for them every year. Their other land is far away. They have 80 acres of cropland here, so all their manure basically is spread here at the home farm. Actually, it's probably closer to 100 acres here. So on the other land down the road, they won't take corn stalks off, but here at home they'll bale these for their young stock for bedding. So yeah, I bale this for them every year. Normally there's 50 bales in this field, 50, 60 bales. It's 10 acres. It's just enough for their calves for the winter months. And they are, if you can see that, they are a dairy farm. They milk right around 80 cows. And on hunting shack, there's been a little bit of a change on what's going on with that. I sat out there last night, and I don't like where it's at. The south woods are too shaded of an hour and a half before dark, and you can't see into them, and you can't see along the edge of them because you're in the sun looking south. And I think I missed a row there. It's hard to tell because he's not chopping the stalks very low. Now I'll just take this row and come back that one. So I ended up going out there this morning with a skid loader and the pallet forks, and I lifted it back up a little bit, and I cut the poles off right underneath the shack itself, and then mounted on the running gear. The poles that I cut off are still 8 foot long, so I have the 4 corner posts to build the next shack for my wife. So that shack is now on the running gear, and it's actually sitting in my shop right now. I'm going to finish it in the shop, stock it all up, and take it back out to the woods. And it's going to go on the south line, out in the field where my cows are right now. So that's a little quick update on the hunting shack. I will make a video of that again here. But it's been kind of hectic here the last couple days, so yeah, that's about all I can say about that. So yeah, making some money, baling some corn stock. See the stock chopper here in a minute. Got a John Deere 4240 with 8-speed power shift hooked to it. It is a 6-row stock chopper, and there goes the bale. Get down the fence row. It doesn't have an auger, it just has like wind guards on the back that kind of make a windrow. And it actually does a pretty good job. It'd be better if you would chop a little bit closer to the ground, but every once in a while with corn stalks and with hay every once in a while I have to let the stuffer feeder get the bale started before I can get going too good. It's one flaw with New Holland. I like the New Holland baler, but I don't like that stuffer feeder. I understand why it's there, but I kind of miss my old Vermeer. The only thing I don't miss about my old Vermeer was it had airbags, and I blew a couple of them out. Other than that, it was a dang good baler. That thing works. Hopefully you can see it. These Go Vision glasses aren't the greatest for trying to record other stuff. And you can see how he's not chopping it very short. You see these stalks sticking up, and it makes it harder for my pickup to pull the corn stalks up into it. Into the baler, so I can't go very fast. That's the only bad part, but he could set it lower to the ground, but it's not my field, so I guess not much I can do about it. And the $14.99 self-propelled hay bine is pretty much done for the year. I'm going to have to order all new rock guards and 2 new sickles for it. It's just, it keeps plugging in. What it is, the rock guards are so wore out that you can't get the sickle tight to the rock guards. And a bunch of the sickle sections are kind of bent from the rock guards being worn, so pretty much done cutting hay for the year. I'm going to order all new rock guards for it, 2 new sickles, and depending on which route I go, whether I go stub guards, otherwise known as non-clog guards. I'm not for sure which way I'm going to go yet. Price-wise, it's not much difference in price, and those stub guards or non-clog guards would sure be nice with that machine. So we're pretty much done cutting hay for the year. So I don't think I'm going to get any more video of that till spring. But all those, that's my rental ground back there. That whole 16 acres will have to get cut before we plant beans. That's all going to be beans. And the pasture I've been talking about is that whole pasture back there, which I think if you look back in my video of planting oats, I think I kind of videoed down in there a little bit. You can see his beef cows. I can't remember what he said that is. Somewhere between 30 and 35 acres of pasture. Hopefully I do get that. It's not guaranteed yet, but they want to sit down and talk about it, so I'm kind of hoping I get it. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to have that 16 acres to cut, for winter rye. My 2 fields on the side road up here, those are going to be, that'll be 18 acres of winter rye that needs to be cut before corn and beans are planted. And around the outside where my cows are right now, on those corn stalks, if that grows enough, that's going to have to be cut before I plant corn. So there'll be a lot of cutting in the spring in a hurry. So far, 17 bales out in this field so far. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. The wife was just riding with me and she asked me if I had anybody else to round bale for her, and I said no, and she's wondering why I haven't put an ad on Craigslist for round baling this year, and I just don't know how much I want to do. The money's nice, but in years past, I have round baled corn stalks for weeks on end, and there's been days where I've run till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I just don't know if I want to do that this year. You say it's good money, but as long as nothing breaks. It's hard to see exactly where the windrow is here. You see the stock chopper's not, it's not set low enough, so it's not picking up this other stuff. And then the windrow isn't always full width, so it makes funny sized bales if you can't see where you're going. Make sure you feed it equal. And normally with this, if you have light windrows, if you feed them really, if you drive fast and stuff them, it'll equal out the feed going across the front of the pickup. That'll help. And normally I skip rows, but I'm not skipping rows because I'm on a side hill and all the bales want to roll downhill, so I'm just trying to start at the bottom, work my way up. I Otherwise, I got to get out, move round bales out of my way, and that's no fun. So, and with this baler, you can't turn sharp. I'll tell you that. Anybody looking for a New Holland, if you get anything older than the 7000 series that have a short PTO shaft, don't turn sharp. Just break them. That's what I miss about my Vermeer. That had a long shaft, and you could jackknife the tractor and baler, and it would never chatter. But I like the New Holland because the net wrap is in the front, and you can see if it's working or not, and it doesn't have any steel parts that wear out like the Vermeer and the John Deere and all them. They have steel guides in the bottom for the net wrap, and I've been told by other guys that have them that those wear out. This has nothing like that on it. This net wrap system that New Holland has is pretty foolproof. But it has other drawbacks, like them forming drums in the front. They've got gears that run between them, and those get wore out and get sloppy and start getting noisy, and this one is right there, and those gears are, I can't remember what they were, a couple of $300-400 a piece. So I'm probably going back to a Vermeer when this baler is ready to go. But I'm hoping this baler will last long enough that I can get my other tractor spot before I got to worry about a baler. And our local John Deere supposedly has a 7410. There's no picture on there yet. It just says picture coming soon. But I stopped down today to get net wrap, and the dealer, or the salesman I normally deal with, wasn't there because I was going to ask him about it. There's not much information on the website about it, other than it has 12,000 hours on it. I don't know if it's an ex-township tractor like this one. If it is, I certainly am interested in it, because all these township tractors and county tractors in Wisconsin have to be serviced by John Deere. I think the county guys do some stuff to them, but John Deere does a lot of the work to the county and township tractors. So I like buying tractors from them guys, because they're not afraid to stick money into them and fix them. So my only concern is they're asking over 30 grand for it, and that seems a little steep for how many hours are on it. It must be one hell of a beautiful tractor. And I paid just over $20,000 for this one, the 4 brand new skivvies on it. You know, he was all serviced. They fixed everything. They put that brand new radio in it, did all kinds of stuff. New wire harness for the front headlights because they didn't work. So yeah, I don't know exactly what the deal is with that tractor. It is a 7410. I like to see it because I like to see what it has for shifting in it. If it has the right-hand reverser like this one, I'm probably going to try and deal on it. I guess if I were to buy that tractor, I guess I'm going to be doing more corn stock baling this fall to make a payment on it, but well, like I say, the salesman I normally deal with was not there today, so, and I have to run back to town one of these days to get more stuff for my hunting shack and some other stuff that my wife has on the honey-do list. So I'll stop back in there and see if he's around. So anyways, guys, I'm sure this video is getting boring and getting long, so yeah, custom round baling. Not sure what's happening with corn combining, so stay tuned. It's got to be coming soon though. So anyways, guys and gals, we'll catch you on the next one.